Welcome back, guys. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cleaning up some of our old packages, our old salt states. I know I mentioned that we were going to use mine.get and put it into a state, but we need to actually clean up some of our old salt states specifically because when I tried to run our previous states on a new machine, it failed because there's a bug, and I'd rather not deal with that whole bug and just go around it and go with a more prominent solution. Let me explain where the bug lies. The bug lies here in the yum packages. Currently, if the packages are installed, then it comes up as an error, which kind of sucks because the required packages here, this whole state fails because it fails to install pip via pip installed and setup tools, which is then required for supervisor. Then supervisor doesn't get installed and the whole app deployment fails. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install it via curl. Actually, what I did was since I've already installed pip via curl on my user data, I'm going to use that one. But that one exists in user local bin, which is in a different path variable, which isn't in the path variable compared to user bin, which is what your root uses. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and set the path variable for salt to set. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of Jinja here. So set new path is equal to salt, and we're going to get the old path, which is we're going to use the module environ.get. Now this is a salt execution module. It's not a state module, so you can't use it in a state file, which is the sucky part. I wish we could, because then it would be easier. But we can't. So we're going to get the path variable, and we're only going to go ahead and get the parts that we need. So for example, user sbin, user bin. I can't spell user correctly. User, and then bin, and sbin. I think those are the default ones. And then we're going to go ahead and add the user local bin, which is the one we really need, into the path variable. So let's go ahead and do that. And so what we're going to do is set new path. Set path. I'll just say set path. Environ.setEnv. This the setEnv module method can be called by a state, and I think its name is path. Its value is, this is where it gets a little tricky. We want to go ahead and use /user local bin, and then we want to call new path. So that adds the two together. And then I believe there's a module this is the execution one. I believe there's a module to update the minion, which states that if true, apply the environment's changes to salt minion. If process is false, changes will only affect the current salt process. Default is false. What this means is that whatever salt process this is in, this is only going to affect that if you leave this false. We don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and leave that true, actually. So set that to true. So true, right? So now that we've got that, what we're going to do is we remove the packages. We need to remove this requirement statement, so that goes away. And I don't really need to require on the set path. Actually, yes, I do, because it doesn't install it. So require, we'll say environ and set path, like so. So now that requires the environment path to be set to this particular path. Make sure that user local bin is in part of the path variable. And once it's in the path variable, then it will go ahead and install the pip packages. I don't really need this anymore, but since I've got the upgrade flag, it will go ahead and automatically upgrade pip and upgrade subtools in case it's installed. So I'm going to leave that there. And from here, I don't need it installed again. So I'm going to remove it from here. And that's it. So let me go ahead and commit. Oops, add and then commit. And we will say that we are setting new path variable and push. Okay. Oops, let's go ahead and hit allow. So we are in salt states. So just do a get poll. All right. So now that that's got everything, I'm gonna go ahead and run high state on the web02 that I launched. So sudo salt web02 state.highstate. Okay, so it finished. This is the set environment, the set path. It went ahead and set the path to user local bin, and I did a get down here for get path, so you can call salt environ.get and then path, and use the user local bin here. Now notice that there's 2 colons here. There's no way around that. It looks like there's another bug there. I removed the bug, or I removed the colon in here in my value set, but it still went ahead and added the colon there, so minor mishap, it's gonna happen. Other than that, it looks like everything went well. So we've got user local bin, which means that pip now works because pip, when we install it in user data, it installs in user local bin. So pip upgraded, and it installs it installs setup tools 3601, and install distribute supervisor and setup tools and everything, and install Flask, and then it created the directory, created the app, and then went ahead and created the supervisor, make sure the supervisor config was there unless execution succeeded. So that was that. And then it started the app, or restarted the app actually. So now that we've got that squared away, on the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the mine function into the Flask app. So you'll see, hello, this is the IP of Web01, for example, right? And we'll run it on Web02, only on Web02, but it'll pull the IP of Web01 from the mine function. There's a few ways to do that. But so in the next video, I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. All right, thanks, bye.